Ronan's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Under YouTube Pro, let's roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTube Ronin. And I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of Coming Attractions for April 23rd, 2026. We control the vertical. We control the horizontal. I do want to say hello to everyone out there following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I want to say hello to a few people who have joined us here in the live chat. First off, oh look, Deleted Scenes. Oh, it's this guy again. My God. Mods, keep an eye on this Deleted Scenes fella. He seems like he could be trouble. All right. I want to say hello to channel member JPRPH1, faithful Blue Wrench channel member, the bird woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Clary. Helping to bring the Netters Network grade. The host of Liquid Lunch, Friday Night Last Call. The co-host of Live from Sparkwood 21. And Geeky Geezer's Last Call, Tripe Jelly. Also bringing the raid from her show Thursday Things, Troy's Better Half, Netters Network. It's also the honorary Geezette over on Geeky Geezer's. Co-host on Live from Sparkwood 21 as well. I'd start deleting those comments. Yes. Well, there are rules, of course, to what will or will not get you bounced off of my channel. Well, since I'm on, let's let everybody know what that is. There are two things that I absolutely will not allow in one of my chats. Obviously, anything racial will not be allowed, and YouTube doesn't let a lot of that stuff pass anyway, but every once in a while people find ways to kind of sneak that crap in. Another thing that I prefer be kept out of my chats is if anybody like if I have somebody on and maybe somebody in the chat has a beef with them and starts kind of talking crap about one of my guests, that will also get you bounced out of a chat. But, honestly, that's not something that's really happened all that much. One thing that used to happen, and what was kind of like a problem back around the time that I joined YouTube, was you used to get the prawn bots, And of course, I have to switch some lettering there, but you know what I mean. And that used to be a problem, but they got knocked down, after a while. I haven't had that kind of an issue in a few years, honestly. That's why I started making mods in the first place. But yeah, Connie is my leg breaker tonight, guys. So yeah, no trouble. But hey, my group is usually pretty chill. So I'm not really worried about it all that much. All right. I tell you, the phrase "I'm getting too old for this." Well, you know, I tell you, man, I feel like I am definitely getting there because I tell you, with me, my life is like this. If it's not one thing, uh, it's an honor. It's another. I almost said an honor because you know he's Romulan. I can't even begin to pronounce that. They have no honor. Klingon racial slur. Right on. Well, yeah, when I start to say, I think I'm getting too old for this sort of thing, is I'm starting to feel my age a little bit. And I actually do have a birthday coming up literally in 2 months from now. But well, actually a little under that now. But yeah, I do have a birthday coming up. But I have reached a point where I am really kind of starting to feel it a bit, and I have these aches and pains, and some of you know about some of it, some of you don't. But I I did something to my leg. Yesterday morning, like when I woke up, I have to be careful because it's like if I try to stretch or if I like move too quickly after I first wake up, especially in my left leg, I will like right below the knee, I will feel it. It's almost like I don't know what I did. I either pulled. I like to think I pulled the muscle, but because I got to think if I tore it, it would probably hurt a lot worse than it does. And what's kind of complicating matters is the fact that it kind of looks like my leg is like bruising up, but that's an area on my leg that tends to. I know I'm probably losing people with my medical bladder here, but there's a point to this. But it's kind of an area on my leg that always seems to kind of break out anyway for some odd reason. So I'm having like these weird little maladies that I didn't used to have. Um, I'm starting to like have this outbreak of eczema. That didn't used to be a problem. The thing with my leg didn't used to be a problem. But it's just weird. It's almost like, I don't walk around like RoboCop for my health. I feel like I'm afraid to move a lot of the time, because something will pop up. But the point being is, I think it's time for me to go in for some kind of a checkup, which I need to do anyway, because, it's been now more than a year since I went in for my colonoscopy. But I'm waiting for the right time because the thing is we're already shorthanded where I work. And we already have people who are like out sick, people who, have their own medical stuff to deal with. I don't want to dox anybody, but we have a guy who's at home recovering from surgery right now, and it's just like, I don't want to be the other guy who has to like bail because, but the main point that I am trying to make up is that I understand it is difficult kind of getting the timing down sometimes, or sometimes even having the money, but don't let something medical go too long. Last year, and those of you who have been with my channel for a while, you're kind of aware there's issues there. But um, when I had the issues with my back, I went and got it checked out. You know, um, going in for the colonoscopy, and with everything that entailed, it was a good thing because they found something inside my body that should not be there. And no, before anybody gets cute, it was not a gerbil. But although I that was kind of weird because we were worried about that. But anyway, yeah. But a point being is that once you get to reaching my age, have yourself checked out on the regular. It's only going to be beneficial if you do. But if I'm ever on the air and I'm like, I'm on camera and if I'm in a situation where I have to walk around, you see me limping a little bit, there's a reason. and that reason is I cannot wake up without freaking injuring myself, which I have somehow managed to accomplish. And hello to Jamie Lynn. Good to see you. All right. But, folks, you're not here to listen to me complain about having a boo-boo. So you are here to find out what I am going to be doing here on the YouTubes for the next week. So, all right, let me go over here and get this up on the screen, because there are actually a couple of things that are coming up. Let me find it. Hello to Cam's Crash Courses. It has been a while. It is good to see you, sir. Right on. And hello to FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. How's Bill doing? So far as I know, Bill is doing just fine. I would like to explain a little thing that has been going on. Now, some of you are aware that I have not been doing any shows with Bill lately. I do want to remind everybody, Bill is okay. Bill is healthy. He is fine. He's just been taking care of some things behind the scenes. Seeing to, he's kind of hanging with family right now and taking care of some things. But he is fine. We did have to push back a couple of shows because what happened is that Bill was visiting an area where he was having like a lot of internet issues, and we had to postpone a couple of shows. But we are going to be back, and we're going to be talking about that here in a bit. But Bill is perfectly fine. I'm going to be going live with him over the weekend, and we're going to be talking about that. But first thing is first. Let me share my screen here. Let's see you as well. Bill seemed pretty down when I ran into him. Well, we did lose a mutual friend recently, Yvette, and Bill's been as a lot of us have been, who knew her. We were kind of down in the dumps about that because it was so sudden, and but yeah, there's that. And another thing is that Bill does not like, because Bill likes to be pretty consistent with his programming, and I'm the same way. And so when he can't go on the air, it kind of he kind of gets a little down in the dumps about it, and I don't blame him, because I'm the same way. And the best way to keep this, we'll go down this little rabbit hole, is that the best way to really keep and gain viewership is by being consistent, and you also lose something if you're a monetized channel, like Bill and I are, and so many others. If you can't go on the air, that kind of hurts, and not that we're like these big channels that make a lot of money at this. We don't, but when you're kind of at the level that we are, you got to get in there, and you got to keep consistent. You got to keep rolling, and if you can't do that, it's very frustrating, but yeah. So, but like I said, we're going to be back at it this weekend, and we're going to be talking all about that here in a moment. Let me once again share my screen, which hopefully everybody will be able to see, because I had some issues trying to do this last week. All right. And as we head on over to the channel of One Big Al Presents, and my next scheduled appearance will be this Saturday at 10 p.m. And this is, of course, like I said, Films with Friends, hosted by Big Al Presents. I am going to be joining Troy and Netter as his kind of guest panel. And we are going to be watching from 1966, a movie called Way, Way Out with Jerry Lewis. And I have not seen this film, but what I do know is it takes place in 1989. So it is technically a futuristic science fiction film. And there is a base on the moon, and a joint mission between the Americans and the Russians. And being as it's a Jerry Lewis movie, silliness will ensue. Like I said, I don't really know a whole lot about this film. I haven't seen it. It's going to be a first watch. So my reactions are going to be genuine. So I'm looking forward to this. We watched A Reluctant Astronaut on the last Saturday night program with Don Knotts, and this is going to be sort of along those lines. So I am really looking forward to it. Now, as I did say a few minutes ago, Outlaw Bill is going to be returning to YouTube, and his first show back that I am aware of is going to be his Saturday night karaoke show. So right after Films with Friends is completed, I will be heading on over to Bill's channel, where he will already, I'm sure, be up and running. And at around the midnight 12:30 or so hour, I will be joining him for the second half of his karaoke program. So there we go. So that is a Saturday night over on Big Al's channel, Films with Friends, this week's movie, Way, Way Out. And then after that is completed, I'll be heading on over to Bill's channel for a Saturday night karaoke. Hold on, let me put this up. This is Cam says, yes, Yvette was an amazing long time ago in the galaxy far, far away. Yeah. I wish I'd known her a little bit better. But she was a sweet lady, and I liked her a lot. And yeah, it's a shame. I'm going to miss her. And let me see. I haven't done karaoke with Bill in years. Maybe I'll see you there. Maybe. All right. Does he play a clown in this one, in entertaining People's Day March? No. I'll probably stay there. Films with friends, followed by Saturday night karaoke. All right. All right. Now, I do want to remind everybody that along with Saturday night karaoke, that Western Cinema Presents will also be returning. So far as I know, back at its regular time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 Central. We don't have a link up yet. The film has not yet been chosen. I'm waiting to hear back from Bill on that. I spoke to him earlier, and we are going to go on with what, I don't know, but he told me he has something in mind. So whatever it is, we will let you know before that time. But we will be back on our regular schedule as of Saturday night. Okay. Take care, Cam. All right. So, also on Sunday, let me get back over to my channel. All right. For what is coming up next. And all right. So after Western Cinema has concluded, those of you who are members of my channel can join me at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Central for the next member stream. Behind a Curtain, number 14. And this is going to be about 85 minutes, because I don't want to run over Geeky Geezers. No unscripted this week, because I did want to do at least one member stream before the end of the month. And here it is. This is going to be Sunday night at 7:30 for Behind the Curtain number 14. So for those of you who are channel members, you can join me for this program. It is a members only show, and open topic, or just hang out and shoot the breeze, whatever. For those of you who might be watching this show for the first time, basically Sunday is like a block of programming. 4:30, Western Cinema Presents. Then at 8 o'clock, I normally do a show called Unscripted. which I have done 147 episodes of. It's my longest running show. And but I'm not going to do that this week because I wanted to do at least one member stream, which I'm very behind on these, and that is completely my fault. But I wanted to get at least one in, and I definitely want to do more of these a month. So it's kind of a matter of when am I going to be able to kind of time. And here's kind of another thing that happened. So I had the Mystery Movie Night podcast last Monday. No, not Monday, Tuesday. We saw the movie on Monday and did the review on Tuesday. And I got this thing in the comments from this guy who was saying that I was spamming his notifications 10 times a day. And I'm like, I don't spam anybody's notifications 10 times a day. I don't even do 10 shows in a week, you know. So but apparently this guy is somebody I am following, so you know, I don't know what's happening, but yeah. But no, the only reason why I schedule things when I schedule them is because that's the only time I have. You know, I'm running a household by myself. You know, I got to do what I can here. But any case, you know, unless you're a member, you don't know about this program. You know, so yeah. And Connie says she'll be there. Right on. All right. So tonight's yeah, in place of Unscripted at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday night, only program behind the curtain. Like I said, Sunday programming, Western Cinema presents at 4:30. Geeky Geezers over on Aged Boomers channel. That'll be at 9 p.m. He'll be joined by Troy and Netter. And once that program is completed, head on over to my next program that evening, which will be reserved seats. And I am going to be joined this week by the tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby, who, of course, is a loyal channel member, of course. And his channel has blown up, and he's been doing some lives. And we're going to sit down Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central, and talk about the future of his channel. And hello to the horror. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. All right. And of course, right after reserved seats at 12:30 will, of course, be the next episode of Troy's Doctor Who rewatch, wrapping up the first season with the true. All right, so that is Sunday. Western Cinema presents Behind the Curtain in Places. That is Sunday night. All right, so Monday will be another mystery movie night. And right after that is completed, I am going to race right home because I am going to be joining Troy and Netter for their Members Night at the Movies program, which if you're a member of Troy's channel, you can join us Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, and for a movie night. So that means, of course, the next evening at 7 p.m., I will be joined by a round table of guest critics for the Mystery Movie Night podcast. This is Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I co-host this program along with Sin's Corner, and our usual roundup of guests are Wilkie's Movies and Music, Kyle Corwith, Off the Cover, Rachel the Elder Millennial, D Movie Man, and Lost in the Reel. And we've got a couple of other people that we're trying to Shanghai into the show, like our pal Enigma Severus, who's been joining us recently as well. Yeah, this is the Mystery Movie Night podcast. Don't know what the movie is going to be yet. I'm sure our little spies will let us know. But yeah, join us. Sin's Corner and myself and our guests for the Mystery Movie Night podcast, 7 p.m. Tuesday night. That, of course, will be followed directly after by the next episode of Live from Sparkwood 21. This is a show that chronicles the Twin Peaks television series, its prequel movie, Fire Walk with Me, and the films of David Lynch. I co-host this program with Troy and Netter and Aged Boomer. And then we are going to be rewatching and discussing the first episode of season 2, which is entitled May the Giant Be With You. And for those of you who watched a previous episode, which was the first season cliffhanger, we will get to see who survived. Did Cooper survive being shot? Who survived the fire at the sawmill? Will Leo survive being shot? Will Audrey have to, well, so yeah, there were a number of lives hanging in the balance, and we are going to find out who survived the last evening. All right, so live from Sparkwood 21, Tuesday night at 8:30. All right. So heading on over to the next broadcast. As you know, I usually keep Wednesday nights free. And that brings us on over to Thursday, where we will, now that Bill has returned, we will finally get to our new program, Comedy Greats. And our first movie is, as we have been advertising, from the year 2000, The Replacements, starring Keanu Reeves and Gene Hackman. It's going to be a first watch for me, and I believe possibly for Bill as well, because I think he said he hadn't seen this either. So yeah, join us as we simulcast Comedy Greats. This is in place of our normal action theater program. Thursdays at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. We're finally going to get to it, guys. Comedy Greats, The Replacements. All right. So, of course, later on that night over on Netters Network will be Thursday Things. That'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then right after that, at 11 p.m., will be the next episode of this broadcast, Coming Attractions. All right. And I do have one more broadcast that I do want to bring up, because the link is up. Let me go over here and find it real quick. All right. On the 1st of May, I am going to be joining Al once again for the Friday night edition of Films with Friends. And we are going to be watching down Kelsey Grammer, Lauren Holly, Rob Schneider, and Rip Torn. So, and I've seen this movie. It's very funny. I'm looking forward. So, yeah. Want a little bit of Periscope. And that will be a crew when Destiny called. They should have hung up. Yeah. All right. So down Periscope from 1996 will be the next Friday night edition of Films with. So that is the lineup for the upcoming week. I am going to try to fit in maybe a review or two in that time, if I have time to see anything new. Yes, this is true. Tales from the Crypt will be coming to Shudder also on May the 1st. So that's going to be cool. Get a chance to review that that program as well. All 7 seasons, uncut. Right on. What's Shudder? Shudder is it's a streaming service. You can usually get it through Amazon, and I get it as part of my my Amazon bundle, and they show usually films. They have added the HBO Tales from the Crypt series in entirety to its lineup. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sad to hear that Monster Vision, Joe Bob Briggs, that program's not going to be returning. I'm bummed about that, but unfortunately, it wasn't my call. Shudder cost me €47 and 88 cents a year. Yeah. Yeah, I do it monthly, so it's not yearly for me. Though I am thinking of like switching to yearly when it comes to a couple of things, just to make things a little easier. We'll see. I might talk about that in the future. All right. Well, I do want to thank everybody for joining me here. Those of you who are following along on X, I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Those of you who might have been lurking in the background, perfectly fine. You don't have to engage with the chat. Just as long as you enjoy the show, hit the like, share out the stream, do all the things that the algorithm likes. Right on. I do want to thank Troy and Netter for the raid. I want to thank Connie, Tim, JP, Jamie Lynn, the Horror King, Cam's Crash Courses, FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim, and everybody who is here with us in the live chat. If I missed anybody, thank you all very much for joining the show this evening. If I want to do a collaboration for Tales from the Crypt, let me know. Okay, I will do. All right, I'll keep in touch. All right, so from HQ. Oh, hold on. Hello to Lady Mist for dropping that super sticker. Here, let me see. What that was. Did we get Party Fox? Yes, we did. All right. Thank you, Lady Mist. I also want to say hello to Kyle Cullen. I see you in the background there. All right. So, thank you all once again for joining. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, in the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah. Steam it out on your YouTube, brother, let's roll.